Hey guys, it's the Mike Cannon here. It's finally that time. We are going to try to clean up some of the slop and play in our OEM shifter. We are going to be trying to eliminate pop outs and grinds that happen during spirited driving by replacing it with an aftermarket selection. Here I have chosen the Acuity shifter made for the 9th Gen Civic. Here's just a little unboxing of the Acuity shifter. Everything came packaged really nicely. See, they even got their own name on their plastic bags. That's how you know that's quality. Got some stickers. There was more stickers too on the outside of the box. Pretty cool. Got a little stickers. It's the actual shifter itself. I promise you that is not a monkey. That is my cat. Just thinks sounding like a monkey is how you ask for food. So far it's worked. Here we have the shifter assembly. Kind of put it down in a weird way here, but I for a second actually didn't know which way was up and down with this thing, but it comes pre-greased, pretty nice. That they packaged it the way they did to make sure the grease didn't get all over anything else. But yeah, really high quality stainless steel, really solid. And I guess we'll see how this compares to the OEM shifter once we get it put inside of the car. So there are actually a lot of different ways you can adjust this shifter to customize your throw, your spacing. We're starting here by just attaching the actual shifter to the assembly. It takes a little bit, so I just sped this up just for the ease of time. My cat comes to say hello, so hi Revolver, how you doing? So yeah, once we get this attached, we are going to adjust the height of our shifter. I just went for the middle right here. This can be adjusted later because the shift boot can be pulled down. We are going to make the throw the shortest possible by extending this bottom part all the way down. I think preferably I want the throw shorter with a shorter shift knob that I'm going to have, but it still can be adjusted later. There's also adjustment for like the side-to-side spacing, but I didn't mess with that. I left it right in the center. So right here I'm trying to just show you a little bit of basically the problem with the shifter and the reason I'm getting grinds and pop outs. First of all, the OEM throw is very, very long. And then on top of that, I'm getting this type of play that happens when I shift back and forth. The actual position of the shifter changes, which my main problem is it's causing a constant grind in second gear. And my fear is that that will lead to transmission damage in time. And I want to keep this car for a long time, so although I enjoyed the shifter I had and the way I had it set up, and I, like the OEM shifter, it just isn't working out mechanically. So, as you can see, a lot of play, a lot of action happening there, which sometimes, I don't know, for me it's fun shifting around like that, but if it doesn't want to go into gear, if it doesn't want to allow me to do it smoothly, kind of a problem, and we got to take care of that. So we're going to go for a quick little cruise here so I can try to demonstrate to you basically what happens when the play increases inside of an OEM shifter, how it can affect your driving. I really wanted to get it to grind one time in second gear, so I tried to set myself up to go from first to second a lot, which isn't super easy at night, and yeah, it just didn't happen, but I promise you, it happens to me all the time on a daily basis, and it's really annoying. So yeah, some things to kind of take note of are the shifting times and the time it takes the car to go from first to second gear, although I'm trying to shift it as fast as I can. Just listen to like the exhaust notes. They kind of just roll from one to another, which is fine. It's usually how I enjoy cruising daily, but this is a part of what causes the grinds. And then sometimes when the car is really warm, when downshifting, it'll actually push it out of second gear because it's not fully engaged, because of what I believe is that the actual shifter assembly and the shift points when moving it have increased basically. So yeah, here we are. We're gonna go from first to second, and yeah, this is just probably the most painful part. It just takes a lot of feathering of the clutch and just being really gentle, which in day-to-day driving is kind of hard, especially in LA when there's actually a lot of traffic. You're doing a lot of first to second, and yeah, I just don't want to have those grinds become a really normal thing, because at this point it feels like it happens once, twice, sometimes 3 times if I'm driving a lot, and I don't even drive that much. So yeah, for the most part it sounds like everything's shifting okay, to be honest, in this video. But yeah, like I said, just keep note, like everything just seems really slow. Doesn't seem like a sports car. Shifting takes really long, which is fine, but this new shifter is going to clean all of that up, and it's also going to just really eliminate the possibility of damage being caused by incorrect shifting, either by user error or by, you know, wear over time. That's the biggest thing. Like, it may be fine now, but going down the line, if I leave it for, let's say, 3, 4, 5 more months, if it gets really bad, maybe I won't even be able to get it in a second. And yeah, we're just gonna take this preventative measure. We spent the money for the shifter, we're gonna do it, and hopefully down the line that keeps us from having to spend more money on something else, like our transmission. So yeah, we get one more opportunity at a first to second here. Unfortunately, I was not able to make the grind happen, which is okay, but you know, that's just the way she goes sometimes. Sometimes she goes, sometimes she doesn't go. But yeah, for the most part, as a driver, you can always feel so much more than I can show you here in a video. Basically, like when I'm trying to shift into second, it feels like it's just not there, and it's feeling like it's getting to the point where like the shifter is close to hitting the plastic, so I don't know how much farther back I can pull it. So as a preventive measure, we're going to switch out this shifter. We're going to see if it cleans up some of the slop, some of the extra play inside the shifter, and yeah, hopefully it's able to do that. So I'm not actually going to do a how to install video. Acuity actually has a great video online already laying out exactly how to install this. So go ahead and check that out if you actually need help in the process of installing it, or if you have some sort of other car and you're watching this for another reason. Most modern manual transmission cars do have some sort of aftermarket support for shifting, and you can look around and find something that'll match up for you. But most all OEM shifters are of some cheap quality and will develop some problems over time. And also, yeah, I had a little bit of a custom OEM shifter from before, and I had to do some painstaking stuff to get it out. I will say though that there are some retaining clips that basically twist to come off to remove shifter cables. One of mine was pretty seized up, so you know, if you have a problem like that, basically just use like a tapping method with a flathead screwdriver. I was able to get it loose even though it was really tight, and seemed like it didn't want to budge. But you know, just take it slow, give it a couple taps until it breaks free, and you should be good to go. But yeah, my camera kind of died on the installation process, so I wasn't able to show you the whole thing. But we got it in there successfully, and we tightened everything up. And you kind of always want to make sure to double check that everything's good to go before you put everything back together. So yeah, we're gonna just take the car here out of gear, and we're gonna slide it through all the gears and just make sure everything's good. I couldn't really get out of reverse while it was cold, so I had to turn on the car. Sometimes turning on the car and moving some of the drivetrain enables it to slip out of gear a little bit easier. And yeah, sure enough, we were able to check all the gears, and then boom, camera died. It is the next day, and yeah, we got it in there. It looks really nice. I did chop out my shift loop because I wasn't able to get off my other shifter because of the shift boot collar. But yeah, we're checking out the gate right here. It's really nice. It's way more solid than before. There's almost zero play in the shifter, and yeah, it's really nice. Got the little Dodge Demon spotting there. Wink, wink. Everybody loves some Dodge Demon badges, you know. But yeah, we're gonna take it for a little cruise and see if I can't show you a little bit of the difference in how it's shifting now versus the previous day. The biggest things to take note of, once again, are the change of exhaust note. Before I was shifting very slow, and to be honest, it may sound a little bit less smooth now than it did before, but that's because of the more abrupt shifting it's allowing me to do by basically releasing the clutch a little bit faster. But I was having a great time. Being able to shift from first to second and not have to worry that it's not in the correct place. Like now it feels like it's in a very definitive place. When you're in gear, you know you're in gear, and yeah, just to say the least, I was having a great time. Although I don't got much of a facial expression on my face. Little downshift there, just to kind of slow it down, nice and quick. Kind of just play with the gate selection a little bit here, but yeah, we're gonna get a little first and second here and just listen how quickly I'm able to make the transition, and just easily, I'm there, I'm in second, now I'm in third, now I'm in fourth, fifth. Very quick, very easy. I'm able to fully release the clutch pedal, no problems. Like I said, very confidence inspiring, and in like a more traffic heavy situation like we're seeing right here, being able to, you know, kind of maneuver through the gears quickly to enable yourself to drive in a manner that is best suited for traffic, really important. And I wasn't able to really show you that last night, but that was my struggle with the previous shifter, is that, you know, I had to make choices based on, am I going to be able to get to this gear quickly enough, or, you know, or is it just better to throw it now in neutral, which isn't really my driving style. I wanted my shifter to match my driving style, and I do like to change through gears a lot, as you can see right here. You know, I'm always downshifting and double clutching, or rev matching, whatever you want to call it, to kind of match where my car needs to be. I'm not big on using my brakes. I really like downshifting, so, you know, for me this is really important. This red light was hella long, so we're just, you know, kind of going to skip through this, me kind of giving a little bit of a thumbs up approval right there. Like I said, you can't see it, but I'm having a really good time here. And we're approaching Rosecrans here. I was able to get a little bit more gas on the pedal, but, you know, this was not filmed in Mexico, so unfortunately we won't be driving like this is a Fast and the Furious. Yeah, and I also forgot to take all my tools out of my car, so sorry about that. But yeah, even up in the upper rev range, absolutely beautiful. It's actually incredibly easy to shift up in the upper rev ranges. Yeah, really nice. Nice solid downshifts. You got to rev match a little bit higher. Slips right in there. Keep getting these green lights, so, you know, doing most of the second gear pulls here. Narrowly dodge this Jeep, dude. You know, I don't know. I thought people would just wait for traffic, but apparently they just pull out into traffic. No, it is. But yeah, you know, for the most part, it's driving really good. I'm not gonna go overkill here and show you too much footage, because yeah, it'll get a little bit mundane. Yeah, we're able to, you know, downshift through the whole rev range here, get into second, and normally this is this right here is really bumpy, and I felt like with my other shifter I wasn't I was like subject to bumps and stuff. I wasn't able to shift during them, but yeah, I was feeling, like I said, very confidence inspiring, and it felt like I could shift just straight through whatever was happening with the car, which yeah, huge benefit. I'm super happy so far. This to me was probably the best fix for these types of problems is going for the shifter first, because these things do degrade, and the OEM ones, they're just really plasticky and really cheap. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I would say 100% this aftermarket shifter solved my problem. So if you're having any problems with slop or play in your shifter, definitely consider aftermarket. See if there's something of high quality made for your car. It's not that difficult of an install. I would say 4 out of 10, definitely your average DIYer can do this. And yeah, if you want to check out a video of how to do an oil change or a basic oil change, here's some tips and tricks that I have. I will be including that here on the left. Thanks for watching. You guys have a great day. Peace.